Hello and welcome. Today, we're gonna pop the hood, so to speak, on one of the most incredible marvels of modern engineering, the aeroplane. We're gonna find out exactly how these amazing machines get off the ground and, just as importantly, stay up there. You know that feeling, right? You're cruising along at 30,000 feet, looking out at the clouds below, and you just have to wonder, how is this giant metal tube actually flying? How do all these different pieces work together to just defy gravity?
Well, today we're going to pull back that curtain. Think of this as a guided tour, from the nose all the way to the tail, to really understand the anatomy of flight. So let's jump right in. Okay, first up, let's talk about the core structure. We're starting with probably the two most recognizable parts of any plane. The fuselage, that's the main body, and of course those magnificent wings.
So, the fuselage. The easiest way to think about it is like the plane's backbone. It's that long, hollow tube that makes up the main body, and its number one job is to connect all the other major parts, the wings, the tail, the engines, into one single solid structure.
But it does so much more than just connect the dots. I mean, this is the cabin that carries all the passengers and cargo. It's where you find the cockpit, the brain of the whole operation. And, maybe most importantly, it's engineered to be strong enough to handle the incredible forces and pressures of flying, keeping everyone inside safe and sound.
And bolted onto that fuselage, you've got the wings. Now, they aren't just there to look cool, they are the absolute masterminds of flight. Seriously, without them, a plane is just a really, really fast bus that can't leave the ground.
So what's the secret sauce? It's all about their special curved shape, which is called an airfoil. As the plane rockets forward, the air flowing over the curved top has to travel farther and faster than the air flowing along the flat bottom. And that speed difference creates lower pressure up top and higher pressure underneath. And that pressure difference is what literally pushes the entire plane up into the sky. That's lift. And here's a little known fact for you. Where do you think they keep all the fuel? Well, a massive portion of it, we're talking more than half usually, is stored right inside the wings. It's a really brilliant piece of engineering because it distributes the incredible weight of the fuel perfectly across the plane's structure.
All right, so we've got the basic skeleton of the plane. Now let's talk about what gives it its muscle and its smarts. It's time to check out the heart and the brain of this incredible machine.
The art of any airplane is, without a doubt, its engines. These things are absolute powerhouses. Now, they don't actually create the lift. Their one and only job is to generate an enormous forward force, and we call that force thrust. So, how's it work? Well, it's basically a powerful five-step process. First, the engine sucks in a massive amount of air. Then, it compresses that air, squeezes it super tight. Third, it mixes that compressed air with jet fuel, and then, boom, it ignites it. That controlled explosion blasts hot gas out the back at unbelievable speed, and that's what shoves the whole plane forward. So if the engines are the heart, then the cockpit is most definitely the brain. This is mission control. It's the command center where the pilots are watching all the instruments and controlling every single aspect of the flight, from takeoff all the way to touchdown. In there, you'll find the flight controls, the yokes and pedals that let pilots physically steer the aircraft. They've got these incredible navigation systems to map out their route, and of course, they're always talking to air traffic control on the ground with their radios, which is essential for flying safely through our busy skies. Okay, so we've got a body, we've got lift, and we've got power. But how in the world does a pilot actually steer this thing? Well, that's where the tail section and a bunch of other clever moving parts come into play. This is all about the art of steering through the sky. The tail is all about stability. That big vertical fin you see, its job is to keep the plane's nose pointing straight ahead, stopping it from swaying side to side. That's a motion called yaw. And those smaller horizontal wings on the tail, they keep the plane flying level, preventing the nose from pointing too far up or down. We call that pitch. So, to actually steer, pilots use these movable surfaces. To roll or bank the plane left or right, they use the ailerons on the wings. To make the plane climb or descend, they adjust the elevators on the horizontal tail. And to turn the plane's nose left or right, they use the rudder on the vertical tail. Oh, and you've probably seen those flaps that come out of the wings during takeoff and landing. They create extra lift at slower speeds, and they are absolutely critical for getting off the ground and coming back down safely.
So what we're really seeing is that an airplane isn't just one big invention. It's actually a whole collection of them, all designed to work together in perfect harmony. It really is an engineering symphony.
So let's wrap it all up.
The fuselage connects everything and carries us. The wings create lift. The engines provide the forward thrust. The cockpit is the brain, and the tail keeps it all stable and under control. Every single piece has a vital job to do, and not a single one could do it alone.
And that's the key word, really, harmony. From the unbelievable power roaring from the jet engines to the tiny, precise movements of those little control surfaces, every single component is designed to work in concert. It's that beautiful integration that makes a machine capable of carrying us across the globe so safely and gracefully.
It's truly an incredible achievement. So the next time you're on a flight, just take a second to appreciate this complex dance between physics and engineering. It really makes you wonder, what part of the engineering of flight amazes you the most?